just made it to the convention center, so I'm looking forward to meeting all of you out there. So here's the idea. If I talk to anyone, or if anyone recognizes me, we're gonna do a little bit of a quiz. I've got some Dragon Shield sleeves in the back, and I've got some stickers that I made. We got Eldritch, we've got Yugi, we've got all the good Novaverse characters that I know you all know about. I'm gonna ask a couple of questions. One's gonna be about lore for Yu-Gi-Oh! One's gonna be about its mechanics. If you get the lore question right, that's gonna be some sleeves. For the mechanics, that's gonna be one of the stickers. If they get both, I'm gonna ask them something about the Novaverse. And if they can get that question right, I've got a whole uncut thing of stickers that I can give them. I'm looking forward to seeing how many people I can talk to, how much Yu-Gi-Oh! Knowledge is floating around here at Momocon. Let's hit the convention floor and see what we find. Hey folks, Fallen of Albaz here at Momocon, and I'm joined by fan of the channel, Andres. Say hi, Andres.
Hello.
Alright, are you ready to do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Trivia to earn some stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure I am.
Alrighty, so first we're gonna do mechanics. This is for one of those little stickers. So,
okay.
Rush Duels was introduced a while ago.
Okay.
It works a lot like normal Yu-Gi-Oh, though it looks a lot like Speed Duels because they only have 3 zones. What other thing is special about Rush Duels?
I know with Rush Duels, wait, because that's from the Sevens anime? Or?
Yeah, Sevens.
Oh, that you can normal summon as many times as you can, and you refill your hand at the start of your turn up to 5 cards.
Exactly. You know what? I was honestly just looking for the extra normal summons. Yeah. I completely forgot about the drawing. So
because they go as fast as they can.
That's about as extra as it gets. Okay, so you mentioned earlier that you know Albaz lore.
I hope I do.
Let's see if we can broaden your horizons on this. I've got 4 archetypes here. Which one of these belongs to the Dual Terminal storyline?
Okay.
All right. 6 Samurai, Dual Avatar, Naturia, and S-Force.
Naturia.
Okay, you got me. All right, I tried to trick you. You have defeated me.
The Dual Avatar, I'm like, uh-oh, I don't know. Everything else, I'm like, no, I'm clear.
Okay, if you look at it, it looks kind of like a Dual Terminal.
A little bit.
Okay, now I do have an extra question.
Okay.
And you know the channel.
Sure.
So I've got something, because I could give you 1 sticker.
Okay.
Or I can give you the entire uncut sheet. All right, so as you can see, we've got Trihorn Dragon, we've got Nova, we've got Yuki-Onna, we've got Eldritch, and we've got Deskbot.
Yes.
Eldritch and Yuki-Onna are on here, classic channel adversaries. Which member of the trio did not make it onto the sticker sheet?
I believe it's Trap Tricks.
Trap Tricks? Is that your final answer?
Because I know Trap Tricks is one of those detested archetypes. Because especially from the latest supports, like, I hate this archetype. I wasn't gonna do anything about it, but I know there's another one, but I'll stick to my guns. Trap Tricks.
Trap Tricks. All right. I'm very happy to tell you that you are just off. Unfortunately, this Vector Pendulum, the Drake Overlord, that is currently locked up in the orbital platform basement for crimes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, Andre, still, we didn't get the whole sticker sheet, but I still have some sleeves and a sticker for you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for participating. I super appreciate it.
No, thank you so much.
I'm here with Mr. The Kaiba of Kaiba Corporation. How's your trip been out here so far?
Pretty good. Just to be clear, you're still getting paid, but yeah, I'm getting paid, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's been 15 minutes already.
All right, well, I better get this quick. Okay, so first, our mechanics question. Number 1, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of types. As of now, how many are there?
So you want me to count with you?
You don't have to count them individually. Like I said, I can't hire you for much longer than our minute 16. So just the number will be fine.
I'm gonna guess 12 because I stopped counting after Dragon.
You were close by a multiple. There's 24 of them. But you know what? That's we don't even. You know what? Let's try to get this right. Let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh's lore. There's something that we might know a bit more about. So, one of the most prevalent archetypes in the terminal is the ice barriers. There's 2 factions, but one of them is ruled by the militaristic generals. How many generals of the ice barrier have been printed?
Trishula is technically a
dragon, yes, so not a general, so don't have to worry about those. I know your forte would be dragon, but I had to make it a little difficult.
Just last week I found out there were monsters that weren't dragons.
Oh, I got enough of that. Anyway, there's enough about that. How many generals we got?
We're gonna go with 3 because it's a golden number.
3. Now, unfortunately, I have given you a trick question. The latest structure that introduced Wayne in general, the ice barrier, bring the number 2 4.
I'm calling security.
Okay, come on. I'm here with the Crow Hogan, Master of Blackwings. Mr. Hogan, how did you find parking out here?
It was hard. I parked on the other side of the building. I had to run all the way here. I heard about you taking over the Yu-Gi-Oh playing field.
Well, I'm sorry. That's why I wear the gloves most of the time. I can't just be touching things. I'm very sorry about Gale, by the way. It was a mistake.
Poor Gale.
Anyway, on to the fun thing here, Yu-Gi-Oh! Trivia. Let's do our first one about the mechanics. This is a fun one. Ritual Beasts were an archetype that was released in the Secret Forces. What is the extra deck type that they focus on that is not Link monsters?
I actually don't know.
For Ritual Beasts.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I didn't know anything.
I have tricked you, despite it being a ritual in the name, they actually focus on contact fusing, or just fusion in general. Alright, well, moving on from that one. Okay, you've heard about me. You know my whole business. Let's try something a bit more local for the Albaz lore. The power of the brand comes up very often in the story of the Abyss. What are the true colors of the brands? Unfortunately, it is branded in white and branded in red. Thankfully, they are. Yeah! I'm here with a fellow duelist. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Pat.
Hey, Pat. Are you ready for some Yu-Gi-Oh! Trivia questions?
Sure.
Alrighty. So, when it comes to face-down banished cards, this is multiple choice. Who is allowed to look at them? The owner, the opponent, neither, or both?
I think almost like
Face down banished cards?
Face down banished cards, yes.
they only have to be tributes.
And one more time, that's the owner, the opponent, neither player, or both players.
Is it going straight from the deck or small monsters?
Just if it's banished face down, just there, it's just sitting there. Who gets to look at those cards? Neither player? That's unfortunate. The owner of the face down banished cards gets to look at them and verify the content. Let's move on to that lore question here. The Ally of Justice monsters were released as part of the Golden Terminus storyline. They were created to fight a specific threat that was attacking the world of Terminus. Who were they built to fight against?
Light Pink House specifically.
Yeah, like
Because it'll never go home.
the one that can live in disintegration right here.
Do you have a hint?
A hint. Their name is exactly how you would say it as one of the types in the game.
Like creeping up. Hey.
Are they fiends?
No, they were built to fight the worm threat, the invading, strange interdimensional creatures that came by to eat everything up. Which definitely does not confuse anyone with the worm type introduced whenever Yang showed up. Alright, well, Pat, thank you very much for your time. I'm here with patron of the channel, Xenomara. How you doing?
Doing good.
Enjoying the con so far?
Yep, so far so good.
Alrighty, well, you ready for some Yu-Gi-Oh! Mechanics trivia?
Yeah, I should be.
Alrighty. Okay, here's a game I like to call Spot the Rules Violation. I've normal summoned Eidos, the Monarch vassal, giving me an extra tribute summon this turn, but unfortunately, my opponent has flipped Rivalry of Warlords. But I have an out. See, I'll just tribute my Eidos for the Ryza that I have in my hand, and spin that Rivalry of Warlords back to the top of their deck.
Even if it's still being tributed, does this will count as being on the threat split second?
You are completely correct. Even though you would be tributing the monster away as part of the summon of the Winged Beast Ryza, you still control the Spellcaster Eidos, so you would not be able to do that. Congratulations. Alright, next up we have a lore question. I know you've got this lore stuff on, but you know this, right?
Yeah.
Let me throw
I'm a lore junkie.
Yeah, so let me throw you a little difficult one to see if you can test your might on this one. Certain characters show up across multiple cards in the stories. I'm going to give you 3 cards of the same character. I need you to give me them in chronological order. Not release set, just chronological in the story, okay? Alright, first we have Zephyrath, El Shaddai Brista, and Karen Gorgon, the Anti-Luminescence Knight.
know anti-luminescence comes before shadow.
When it is actually, he didn't
Zephyrath
want to be. He
anti-luminescence
didn't
night
want to
shadow.
go to Duelist Kingdom.
So, Zephyrath,
He wasn't going to enter the
Kieran
tournament,
Gorgon.
So he's like, no, I want to focus. Sits down and
Shadow.
works. and he's
Shadow,
like,
that one?
I can't focus on the company. All I can
We're
think
very
is
close.
somebody beating me.
Zephyrath comes last as part of the ending, where the Zephyr show up. So
I
it's
should
shared that.
have judged it by the archetype names.
Well,
To be fair, dual terminals kind of the one more set to him, not exactly good with.
well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it, and thank you for all your help. I'm here with Declan Akaba, the current CEO of Leo Enterprises
Yes,
Industries.
sir. Everything's
Alrighty.
going great.
You are the nicest CEO I've talked to all day so far. Thank you for your time. Are you ready for some Yu-Gi-Oh trivia?
Absolutely. I'm here to activate some pendulum scales and scare the Yugi boomers.
Oh boy, obviously, we already have so much in common, except for the pendulum scale part. But anyway, let's see here. So, mechanics trivia. There's a while ago, Yu-Gi-Oh didn't like keywords a lot. They were very, not very. That's a different card games deal. For a while, they would talk about dealing extra damage if you attack a defense position monster, if it's more than that. But they recently, a few years ago, did incorporate a keyword for that. What is that keyword?
The keyword you're looking for is piercing. Instead of inflict direct damage to your opponent, it is this monster inflicts piercing damage.
Yeah, there we go. That is exactly it. If anyone was going to know that, I had total faith in you. All right, but we'll see if that extends to the story of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's ask some lore question right here. Evil Swarm Hercules is the leader of the Evil Swarms back when they show up. They are, fortunately or unfortunately, killed, but they are reborn. What archetype are they reborn into?
This might be a trick question because my brain wants to go Evil Swarm because of the naming implications, and I don't remember that part of the continuing dual terminal story arc past the 5Ds era of it. Like when it gets to like the Zexal era of it and onward, it's a little harder for me to keep up with. But I'm gonna lock in that answer with Evil Swarm.
Evil Swarm? All right. This time I wasn't being a trick. He's reborn into the Gishki archetype when Noelia decides I need a little extra help, and so we're just gonna bring you right back.
That makes sense. Which Gishki monster?
Evan Gishki Zeal Gigas.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll just pay 1,000, draw a card. It's Yu-Gi-Oh players every.
Yeah, my brain has repressed the memory of Zeal Gigas. That's probably why I didn't get it.
All right, well, Ms. Rockaba, thank you so much for your time.
It was great to meet you, GoldenNova. Thank you so much.
You know, I was so excited to do all of that quiz stuff that I kind of forgot to do an outro segment. So, here we are back at the, we call this place. Anyway, to everyone who saw me and talked to me and waved me down at the convention, literally, thank you so much. It was so cool being, like, recognized out there, whether it was for the Albaz cosplay, or just that you knew that I was going to be there in the Albaz cosplay. It was just... It was an incredible experience. A big thank you to everyone. If you would like to see me at Momocon again, hit them up, let them know. I'd love to go again. I might even get to do a panel next time, and I am really jonesing to do the live explained episode. So, get in the emails. I also really enjoyed going to the tournament. It was really well run. Big thank you to PPG for on the fly me letting them know that I had to record stuff and being very chill with it. And hopefully all of you enjoyed the live gameplay. I know it was a very big departure, but I was out there, I had the opportunity, I figured might as well capture it and share it with all of you so that you can see both the kind of highs and the devastating lows of my gameplay. I have really got to learn to get outside the box sometimes. But yeah, thank you again so much. Big takeaways, I loved it. Make sure to tell the con that you want to see me again there, and whether or not it's at a locals, regionals, YCS, or any place else where people of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hearts and minds gather, I hope I will see all of you again. But until next time, bye-bye. Today's episode was brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. When you want to protect your cards with the power of dragon scales, get some sweet lore for them, and support the channel, check out my link in the description to get started. Today's episode was also brought to you by my lovely patrons, including this month's illustrious Quasar Commander Green Knight, Nebula Navigators 3rd Dynasty, Ada Basilisk, Adam Zajdel, Andrew Newman, Avi Chali, Kane Senpai, Chibi Gohan, Danny Bound, Divine Dragon Felgrand 4123, Eric, Aaron the World Breaker, Frankie, Genesis Yu-Gi-Oh, Gloomba 331, Great Big Pillock, Hair Bear, Harry the Ominous Benefactor, Howling Zangetsu, Iskander 711, John Manji, Jordan, Julius Sneezer, Manor Charge, Marluxia is a Girl, Nathan Vig, Panther J, Rebel King Lucifer, RJ the Jank Monarch, Sammy Haim, Sir Knight JCB, Skybuster Leo, Sophie, apparently, the Fresh Prince of Con Air, the Charizard Flame, the Wizard Moose and Xander Wolfensberger, Cosmic Crusaders Almento 5010, Ariel Kersey, Bear Sharktopus Studios, Beluga Masta, Chaz Ghost, Chris Kessler, Corbinisms, Drachenwald, Emily, Eva Padilla, Herbal D, In the House Like Carpet, Inblink, Jester Designs, Kale the Dragon, Carp, Kevon Public, King Scarlet Yu-Gi-Oh, Lord Whoop-De-Doo, Manga Pages, Marion James E. Picata, Matt Simmons, Mega Combi, Michael Shimabukuro, Nadia McCarthy, Nitromo, Ruxith Sarani, Shizuka Nijimura, Star-Lord 777, Stephen Williamson, the Legendary Raven, Tucker Ordorn, and Zaldreka, as well as the wonderful Starlight Explorers you see on screen now. If you'd like to be a part of these credits, help me in my journey to cover all of Yu-Gi-Oh's archetypes, help keep the channel going, and participate in monthly custom card reviews, check out my Patreon link in the description, or consider becoming a YouTube member down below.